Welcome to another episode of Voices. Let us know the things set already. We outside doing the works. Today we have.
Shania.
How you going tonight? Are you good?
Good.
Smile for me now. You look like you have a nice smile. What you doing? You alright?
Yeah.
Alright. So we outside today on Voices Shania, and Voices we just try to give a voice to the voiceless. We just try to give the people whose voice sometimes seems silent a chance to be heard. So I wanna ask you a question today. Are you displaced?
Yes.
Yes you are? Could you give us the story on how you became that way?
Well, at age of 16, I did run away just to follow friends to go through it.
Juve.
And like the years that passed, I made my first try for that. But that was the age of 16. I made the try for that.
Oh,
And I did get pregnant in Nigeria at that time.
yeah. So
I
at
had
the
to
age
go
of
back
this,
up by my mother to live and thing.
yeah,
Because when he was older than me,
yeah.
and the child I had help at that time with my grandma every month she buy pack of pampers and she get money, wise milk,
Trying she
everything.
best to help you.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Even my grandfather from my mother's side used to help me too.
And how you went from getting that help to being out here?
Right? Again, I did meet my second man
Mm-hmm.
and he did a Sunday he did tell me cook for him and thing and bring food for him. I beg him to carry me back home and he keep me. Beg him to carry me back home. Just understand to go home.
And he never dropped you back.
No.
And how long did you stay there?
How long for a good while?
Months,
In
weeks?
months, couple
Um,
months.
so basically you get
And
kidnapped.
and then after he was really not trying to see about me and he used to beat me and saying rabbit
Mm-hmm.
and cuff my only head my head. He uncle twin I don't really living with him, he uncle. So he was joke on my back. And I
Wow.
used to suffer with asthma and I ended up in the hospital because of that. They keep me I come back on Friday and from then I break down right through that with my children.
Yeah.
Right?
I see I have two little babies, right? What your baby's name?
One named Shauna and one named Shonda.
One named Sean and one named Sean.
And the first daughter named Shamaya after she was mother.
Okay, that's nice. So it's three kids and all, yeah.
Yes, two girls, one boy.
Um, if you was to go back and give your younger self a better advice, what would you think that advice would be?
To make mistakes in life. Not empathy.
Any specific mistakes?
Mistakes that run away, that was not a good thing to do. I can't just ask my mother, I will ask my auntie to carry me and I will enjoy myself, but I do the wrong things.
And Shania, if you had one wish that you could make for yourself in this present moment right here and guarantee it come true, what would it be?
To get you with a job and get a proper place over my children and not here. Because the place I'm living in really and truly are being real. Place we're living in right now. It have people who like to touch my children and them things.
Yeah,
Thief my money
yeah,
when I'm sleeping
yeah.
and cause back and all.
So you're not comfortable.
And not comfortable with my children and being there. My child have bruises that I don't know about.
Yeah, yeah,
Right? I've had a little girl who is 3 years up there. Only torturing my child, scraping she, biting she,
yeah.
right? And taking she toys and them and
And you
making she go long place.
and you're not happy. You're not
I'm
happy in that
not happy.
setting. So that's why you're out here.
Right? The reason I went up there, something happened between me and my grandmother out there and my child father pushed she and I went back up there and stayed. The place is not a good place. It have rats in the place, all kind of thing, and it does smell, stink like fishy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I really want to get through with that job to stop begging out there with my children and them, because that is beg out there, and police, the government make a rule that you can't beg anytime they see you with your children, they're taking you, and they're taking you and your
Children
children, they're locking up your the parents
and taking
and
the
the
children
children,
and putting them into
and
foster care.
yes. And I don't want that with none of my children. I just want a job and a proper roof over my head.
Then
And I'm comfortable with my children and them being out there every day. Where I have to fend for food, pampers, milk, wipes,
it's not
and money
easy.
to go back up home and come back. And it's not easy for me.
So if granted that you was given some help, someone to maybe a daycare to look after the kids during the day so that you could then get a job and start to take care of yourself, that would be something you would want, and
Yeah.
more so than anything else. You would want to be able to be responsible and take care of yourself and your children.
If people help me, right, and I get through with that work, I will help them in return after because
You know what it's like.
I know what it's like to be. Because the tobacco, I know I just go up, but instead of hustling town, I just go somewhere else and hustle. Tobacco, who was she first girl child? But when she first girl child was born, father was not around. And the father still around, and she just still
How to
take,
do that.
have to do it in
Yeah.
order to feed the child and send it to school and
So all I hear the cry. I, my heart hurts in me listening this story, and I hope that in some way, form, or fashion that it resonates with you, the viewers. If anybody could reach out to assist, whether it be with pampers, milk, wipes, stuff for the babies, stuff for some little clothes, stuff for Shania. If anybody have a little job, we all looking for a worker. If anybody have a little daycare that willing to take the babies maybe for at least a month or two to help her catch herself. You understand? If anybody have a little apartment where they're not using. Because if we combine as a people, we could eliminate some of these woes. We could eliminate some of these strikes. Because I have a daughter myself. And I pray to God that my daughter don't ever end up in that position. But if she do, John know, I would hope that people step forward and assist she. And people step forward and help she. So shouldn't I give thanks to you? Don't cry now, everything will work out still. Well, I don't understand. These is we sisters, This is we daughters, It's not just a person you're passing
but
in
it's
the
not
street,
even that way, no, but grandma and them coming down and met to the same police just the other day behind me.
Yeah, because you're out here and them children, but they're not seeing the struggle.
And I just would like to ask my grandma for every single thing you don't really help me with my first child. Let me try to help myself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that. And we thank you for sharing your story today. And I don't know about the rest, but I'm going to try to do what I got. That's a promise I make here today on camera. I'm going to try to do the best that I can. All right? And hopefully, other people will feel the same way, and we will come together and we will try to help you with your problem. All right? Remember, people, it's just small acts of mercies that could change our big society, change our big problem. So we give thanks all you tuning in. We out until next time. All right. Let me just add this. About to start up a little GoFundMe account. So if anybody want to contribute, anybody want to help to the cause, we'd have a GoFundMe account up pretty soon. All right, within the next day or so.